the battle viewed from outside the ship versus the battle viewed from inside the ship. OP says, I feel it's accurate. I, on the other hand, do disagree with that, because that's more Star Trek for inside the ship than Star Wars is. But you know what? I want to see more stuff like that in Star Wars. Anyhow, original post credit to Minifigs Galore over on Instagram. He lies, he flies, but most importantly, he tells the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Original post credit to Star Wars memes over on Instagram. And of course, may the Force be with you.
He was the best star pilot in the galaxy.
Meanwhile, every single one of Anakin's ships is wrecked. The OP says this is false, though I think he might be a little bit biased being called depressed Darth and all that. And there's probably at least one that did survive. Original post credit to depressed Darth over on Instagram, and may the Force be with you always. If Lego made an Echo, would it look like this with a regular hand or like this with a Lego hand? OP says it would be funny to see the Lego hand, but I got to stay with the original. Now, what do I think? I say go with the Lego hand, because that is way more into the Lego style, the Lego brand of humor. The question is, in Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, does Echo appear? I can't remember. Well, I have a reason to go replay the game now, like I needed a reason. Anyhow, original post credit to Bricks Unlimited over on Instagram. I want my own spin-off. Your own spin-off? Anakin, the entire saga is your spin-off! And you know what? Even when he's not there, his legacy is impacting every single saga film, and even some of the spin-off films as well. Anyhow, original post credit to Vader's Order over on Instagram. There are 3 types of well-written villains. Type 1, the ones you can almost feel sorry for. Type 2, the ones you hate with a burning passion. And Type 3, the ones that are way too epic to hate. The OP asks, which is your favorite type of villain? I don't know if I can answer that one because they're all great. It's great to see the epicness of Maul, the absolute hatred we all have of Pong Krell. There's a subreddit just dedicated to hating him, that's how well he's hated. And of course, yeah, there is some sympathy for Vader, but I don't know, he had some pretty dark tendencies even beforehand. But you know what, he's supposed to be tragic, and you're supposed to feel sorry for tragic villains. Are there better examples? Maybe, but you know what? They're all good examples. Anyhow, original post credit to Minifigs Galore over on Instagram. It looks like they were at Ahsoka's high school basketball game watching her play. I mean, yeah, that training room at the Jedi Temple does kinda look like a gym. A small school's gym, mind you, but it still kinda looks like a gym. Anyhow, credit to, hey, this is unusual. I get to credit 2 people. The person I discovered this through, which is Star Wars Holocron over on Instagram, but it looks like they found it from somebody who goes by the handle Qui-Gon's Bong, I'm guessing on Twitter. But anyhow, may the Force be with you. Watching the Acolyte Reviews versus watching the actual show. This meme is spot on. So many reviews were just down, negative, and did not accurately reflect the show at all. Meanwhile, the show, yes, it had its flaws, but what show doesn't? It was still a great and very fun, enjoyable show. Anyhow, original post credit to Factorverse over on Threads. So a while back on Instagram, Star Wars Sith posted this. Disney brought back Palpatine and made him useless, and Dave Filoni and George Lucas brought Maul back and made him one of the best characters in Star Wars, and asks, do you agree with this? 1. Credit people who brought Palpatine back. It's only fair because you credit Lucas and Filoni for Maul's return. But as to the actual question, yes but no, no but yes, let me explain. These characters are supposed to be representing different kinds of returns. Both of them couldn't really accept the losses, but they go about it in different ways. Maul, he was cast aside, and he decided he'll still be evil, but he's going to do it in a different way. He's going to become a crime boss. Palpatine, on the other hand, couldn't accept that he lost, and instead of innovating like Maul did, Palpatine just doubled down on his evilness, and that's the point. Maul is supposed to be that complex character who, with the right nurturing environment, could have been a hero. Palpatine could never be anything else than an evil villain, and he couldn't change. That's the point of Palpatine. Maul is supposed to be more intriguing. I was scrolling through threads late Wednesday night and I saw this post from the Star Wars Life and I just had to share it. So they showed an alternative poster of Star Wars from Michael Krenpolowski. I'll have their threads bio linked down below, but like the Star Wars Life said, this is amazing. No, they talked about the Luke and Leia juxtaposition with twin suns representing hope, and while Leia is looking at the destruction of Alderaan, it is just an amazing poster. I think I might just do a full video on that. We have to wait and see. But in the meantime, may the Force be with you, always. It's insane how much went down in this one room. Credit to @GalacticallyStarWars on Twitter for that. And yeah, a lot did go down in that one room. You could say it's the room where it happened. And then OP over on Instagram, Star Wars Explodes, then says, crazy how Sidious himself went to personally deal with Maul because he was that much of a problem. Yeah, notice how of the 6 events shown in this image, 4 of them involved Maul. So, what does that say about Maul? Anyhow, may the Force be with you, always. When you realize that Jar Jar earned WIndu's respect in less than 2 days, while Anakin couldn't earn it in 13 years. And as OP says, talk about emotional damage. Yeah, but you know what also helped Jar Jar? He's a bit of a lovable buffoon. Anakin, he's an angsty adult who's never really grown up, so yeah. Though, Mace Windu does have some respect for Anakin, just not as much as he has for Jar Jar.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No, they cancelled the Acolyte. Honestly, great use of this meme. Credit to MannyBite over on Threads. Want some incorrect clone quotes? Because Jenna Hansen posted in the Star Wars Clones Facebook group this image from incorrect quotes over on Tumblr. Kicks, hydrate or dihydrate. Kicks, aggressively throws water bottles. Tup, what's up with him? Jesse, he's trying to yell mental health and well-being into us. Kicks, I appreciate all of you. Fives crying, it's working. Okay, I probably could have done a little bit better by narrating that, but you know what? It's hilarious regardless. Anyhow, may the Force be with you, always. When you spend countless hours meticulously planning your own kidnapping, just to endure all the BS and near-death experiences, while being rescued by Anakin and Obi-Wan. And as OP says, they were putting Palpatine through an emotional roller coaster, LMAO. And I have to say, Anakin and Obi-Wan's BS could have derailed Palpatine's plane with all that went down. All it would have taken was, Palpatine losing grip somewhere, or, crashing the ship ever so slightly differently. But you know what? It's funny, but it's also true. Anyhow, original post credit to brick.mafia over on Instagram. And of course, may the Force be with you, always. You can't marry her, emotional attachments are forbidden. But Ki-Adi-Mundi has 4 wives, how is that fair? Due to low cesarean birth rates, I was allowed. So you're telling me that the problem is too many children? Eep! And yeah, the younglings. And again, you took the wrong lesson from that encounter. But you know what? I wouldn't expect anything less of Anakin Skywalker. And now, original post credit to Jamie the Fat Controller over on Threads, and that second reply Marlo Bell, and of course, may the Force be with you always. I just learned a terrible truth. I think Chancellor Palpatine is a Synth Lord. A Synth Lord? I just now imagining Anakin just totally misunderstanding how to pronounce Sith the entire time and just keeps on saying Synth instead of Sith. That would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. I can't wait to see that now. Anyhow, original post credit to Star Wars Steve 77 over on Threads, and of course, may the Force be with you always. Lucasfilm. This is Jar Jar Binks, a new character with the sole purpose of comic relief. Star Wars fans.
A Sith Lord?
And as their OP says, Jar Jar is the key to all this. And since I'm recording this after the trailer for LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, maybe. Anyhow, original post over on Instagram, credit to Jar Jar clapped cheeks. She believed? He lied? Shev. Okay, OP does have a statement, but in all honesty, I just love how they took those words and grade certain ones out letters in order to change what we read, and it ends up with Shev. Just like Shev, Palpatine, Darth Jar himself would have wanted. Anyhow, let's go back to She Believed because hope ultimately won out in the end. Original post to rebels.com over on Instagram. Inside everyone, there are two wolves, and for Star Wars fans, that's obviously the Lost Wolf and Commander Wolf. And yeah, that's true. Anyhow, original post credit to Star Wars Station over on Instagram.
Send me to kill the Emperor. I will not kill Anakin.
To fight this Lord Sidious strong enough, you are not.
That's Yoda.
Sith Lords
Oh,
are
my
my speciality.
Original post credit to Star Wars Sith over on Instagram. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like and share. Also, consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest content. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you always.